To make an impact, consider scale. Post 34. Sometimes we encounter a benefactor who will say, "I like this painting, but it must be bigger, much bigger." Once we have come to terms with the enormous implications and we have agreed to take on the commission, we realize we are actually not prepared for the challenge. The logistical demands are foremost in our minds. Most of us in the hobby category cannot afford the luxury of working on a large scale, and our studios are not large enough for such works. The person who ordered this painting told me that it must be 2 meters long and 1 meter wide. The painting had to be rolled after the drying process had run its course, and then I had to place it inside a PVC tube so that it could board a plane to Korea, to be precise. How did I do this? I hope my arty friends do not laugh when they hear what I did. I bought a sheet of hardboard or masonite, which was 2.4 meters long and 1.2 meters wide. I taped the primed canvas to the board using masking tape, created the artwork in oil color, and then I waited 3 months for it to dry before I could roll it, with the painting facing outward. This sounds rather easy. Well, it was not that easy. I had to prepare all my tricks and go to the art room of the school where I was teaching at the time and set up a studio there for the Saturday. I tried my best to replicate the painting the benefactor liked on the larger scale. Once I had reached my version of success, I had to call the client, who had a vehicle with an open loading bed so that we could transport the painting to my little apartment. I sat at the back of the little truck making sure that no foreign objects would land on the wet painting. We carefully carried the painting up the 2 flights of stairs, and I made it stand against the wall in the lounge where it could dry in peace for 3 months. So all in all, quite manageable with a little help from my benefactor. That is not the end of the story. I started to hear sounds. One day, the painting started to grumble. About 2 months later, as I was working so peacefully at the computer in the adjacent room completing a university assignment, I heard a rather scary noise. It was as if someone had entered my house and there was some kind of ripping or tearing going on. It all felt rather eerie, and I went to see what was going on. Well, after 2 months, the layers of masking tape at the top right-hand corner of the painting had decided they had enough of the tension, and they started to let go, and the heaviness of the canvas agreed it was time to complain. So what I heard was the masking tape saying goodbye to the board. I was relieved to see what the noise was, so I grabbed a fresh roll of masking tape and secured the culprits. I know I have made a suspense drama of something insignificant, but why can't we paint a story about a painting? Here is the little nugget I want to pass on today. A large-scale work impacts us positively, even though the creative process is complicated. If one always works on a small scale, one can never be drawn in by one's own works. For the 3 months I could foster this painting in my house, It filled me with dreams of possibility because it filled the entire side of the little lounge. I think we all need to do a large work every once in a while. I pray that a benefactor finds you beforehand so that we can truly feel the impact of our work. It is difficult to ignore a large work, even if you do not like it. Scale up. Don't give up.